Dipping into tarot card readings, I know Neville says you have to buy the pearl of great price. There is nothing outside of you. Everything is all within you. And it was a perfect message. It was fun. And it talked about developing my intuition, which is definitely something that I've wanted to learn how to master. So her message was absolutely perfect for me. But the messages that we get, like I don't put any power into the cards. I just allow it to give me an idea of where I currently am. And then I use that information as either confirmation of what I already believe, or I can use that information if I don't like it to help me make better decisions about my future. And it's fun. And I think that that is definitely one of the aspects that most people miss when it comes to the manifesting process is that they take it so seriously. Am I doing things right? And they try to figure out the steps that they need to do. And it's so serious. But when you allow fun and the joy to come into it and not allow it to be so serious, like actually enjoy your life. But whether or not it's a journey of making it one of struggle or making it one of joy is the difference. The Bible verse where it says to be as little children, that one is super high on my list of standards of how I live my life, because children have the right idea before, they were shaped by the assumptions of the world. They have this blank slate and they still remember a lot of things that true manifesting is really all about, because we all are true manifestors. It's just whether or not we're manifesting things that we want or things that we don't. So yeah, be as little children. They have fun in the process. They use their imaginations so beautifully. They forget really easily. They're distracted by things, and things that could make them upset. Generally, that only lasts for such a short period of time. They let go of whatever it was that upsets them as soon as they start focusing on something different. So for me, living as little children is high up on my list. Children are in the now. Absolutely. It's funny that you say that, because I was just thinking about that this morning. Am I truly being present right now? Who am I being right now? So talking about habits, that's what the lesson is this week. Habits, how we're integrating this lesson into our lives, because the integration is so powerful. So my husband was my son's coach for years. It's rep sports, so it's taken very seriously. When my son moved up a level, my husband decided to stop coaching. So I've had some mixed feelings about him going back to doing that. The environment with rep sports, it's not house league, it's not just for fun, it is more competitive, so people take it a lot more seriously. There's a lot of politics involved. It's not anymore just about the kids having fun and enjoying it. It's a lot more serious than that. And my husband was volunteering. He volunteered for 9 years with my current son, and then so many years before that with our other son. And it takes a lot of energy. Oftentimes, the hockey world came into our home environment, which added a lot of stress. And so when he decided he was going to start coaching, I have been dealing with a lot of the old feelings that I experienced when he was the head coach there. And so it's brought up a lot of fear in me. And so I have this tug of war happening within me saying, I want to be this supportive wife, but yet at the same time, none of that drama is anything that I want to involve myself with. Earbuds and smile. Yeah, that's what I do. I actually have my earbuds in, and I at first was saying, you know what? I'm going to use this time as an opportunity for me time. It's me time now. I get to, since he's distracted now, I get to do everything that I want to do. But I was getting mad last night because he was using me again in bed as a sounding board. And I was listening to a YouTube video, and I was just annoyed because he kept trying to talk to me and I kept having to stop my video And I was really into what I was listening to. It really was good stuff. And this is the stuff that I love. But I was getting annoyed with him and I was snapping at him, being a total bitch. So it transferred again into this morning, and he was being so nice to me. And I'm just like holding on to the stuff that bothered me yesterday. And I brought it into today. Then he wanted to hug me, and I wasn't appreciating the hug. I just said to him, you know what? You're suffocating me. And then he just let go and he's like, fine, whatever. And then he just left to go take Matthew to school. But I felt bad about that because he was trying to give me love. And I'm like, I don't want, like, just leave me alone. And when I said you're suffocating me, that was mean. That was mean. And I reflected on that while he was gone. And I'm like, you are not showing up as the wife that you want to be. You are not showing up as the woman who has this amazing relationship with her spouse. Right. And so I'm reworking all of this in my mind because I don't want my old habits to show up in my experience now. And this is the thing that we really need to practice to understand that you can alchemize any situation, but it's all by your choice. And we're not using our power like we should be. It's to our benefit. The power is always there. So I thought about it. I reworked it in my mind. I'm like, I have to show up as a version of myself that I want to be. He understands that I don't care about other people's opinions. Everybody has an opinion, and it's up to us whether or not we decide to take that opinion. So I said to my husband, he knows I don't like drama. Drama is not part of my world. I don't want to have anything to do with it. So anytime I feel drama coming along, it's up to me to remind him. I said to him yesterday that what you're talking to me about is taking up real estate in my mind. And I don't want to give that real estate away to something that doesn't serve me. Other people's conflicts, I don't need them. But what I will do is if I hear it, I will alchemize it within myself. I will see the end result of what they want to experience in my mind. As a wife that wants to practice, or not even a wife, just as a person that wants to practice unconditional love, I have to ask myself, am I being unconditionally loving? Because love casts out fear. And am I currently embodying the unconditionally loving version of myself that I want to be? So I have been having to recognize my old past beliefs, my old past habits of just reacting to things, and work that. And here's the thing, the work never ends because there's always going to be something that you're always going to have to alchemize in your life, right? Because we live as humans, and that's just the way that this world works. It's constantly stepping into your power. This whole journey really is about discovering who it is that we are, what beliefs that we currently have, whether or not they're limiting or empowering, and making sure that we define what it is we want, see how we really feel about that, and then refining ourselves. We're constantly refining ourselves. Even if somebody shows me something that I like, I have to refine myself. If I want that experience too, there are things about me that I'm going to need to refine. If I want something different in my world, I have to change as a person and become more of the version of myself that I want to be. It's the state of being that matters, who you are currently being and what you believe, and reflect on that. And it's not the conditions that surround you that matter. It matters more how you respond to those conditions.